Good evening, everybody. My name is Avni. I study in class 10th ICSE.
My name is Manasmita from 10th CBSE. Today we will be discussing about the roots of Hindi. First of all, what is Hindi? Hindi is an Indo-Aryan language which is spoken mainly in India. It is based off the Khari-Boli dialect of Delhi. It is one of the two official language of India along with English. Let us go a little bit back in time and learn how Hindi came. Like other Indo-Aryan languages, Hindi is a dialect descendant of an early form of Vedic Sanskrit, which originated from Sasanic Prakrit and Sasanic Apabhransh, which emerged in 7th century. After the arrival of Islamic administration, rule in northern India, Old Hindi acquired many loanwords from Persian as well as Arabic, which led to the development of Hindustani in the 18th century as intensively Persianized version of Hindustani emerged and came to be called Urdu. The growing importance of Hindustani in colonial India and the association of Urdu with Muslims promoted Hindus to develop a Sanskritized version of Hindustani, leading to the formation of modern Standard Hindi. Now let us come to Hindi Varnamala. There are a total of 52 alphabets consisting of 13 swar, ovals, we call ovals this in English, which include I, U, I, Aha, and 36 Vyanjans, which is also called con- consonants in English. K, K, G, G, Na, Ch, Ch, J, J, Na, Th, Th, Dh, Dh, Na, Th, Th, Dh, Dh, Na, P, P, Bh, Bh, Ma, Ya, Ra, La, Va, Sa, Sha, Sa, Ha, Shat, Vidnya. That was all about Varnamala. Now we'll be seeing some basic grammar applications in Hindi.
The first grammar application we'll be looking at is Viram Chin. Viram means stop, pause, or rest. It also indicates a punctuation. Punctuation while writing is called as a Viram Chin. In English, it is called as a punctuation mark. Example, Mohan pad raha hai. Here, the line at the end of the sentence is a punctuation mark in Hindi. It is also called a Viram Chin. Sankhya, the word which gives a sense of a name of any animal, thing, place, species, emotions, etc., is called as Sankhya. Sankhya is also called as noun in English. For example, Ram, Yamuna, Agra, Deepavali, Geeta. Sarvanam. Sarvanams are words which are used instead of Sanghyas. Sanghyas are nouns. They are called as Sarvanam, whatever are used instead of Sanghyas. In English, they are called as pronouns. For example, मैं, तू, आप, यहाँ, वहाँ, कौन, कोई. All these are examples of Sarvanam. Kriya. The word by which an action is found to be done is called as Kriya. In English, it is called as verb. A verb is also called an action verb in English. Uh, so whatever action we do, like padna, khelna, dodna, khana, pina, sona, all these are actions to be done, and these are called as kriya. Now, Manasmita will be telling us about some geographical distributions.
So the geographical distributions include Hindi is a common language of northern India as well as an official language for the government of India. In Northeast India, a simplified language known as Haflong Hindi has developed as a common language for the people living in Haflong who speak other language natively. In Arunachal Pradesh, Hindi emerged as a common language among locals who speak over 50 dialects natively. Hindi is quite easy to understand for many Pakistanis who speak Urdu, which like Hindi is a standard register of Hindustani language. Additionally, Indian news channels are widely viewed in Pakistan.
A huge population in Afghanistan, especially in Kabul, also know how to speak and understand Hindi Urdu. This is because of the popularity and the influence of all the Bollywood films, movies, songs, actors in this particular region. Hindi is also spoken by a large population in Medesish, Shis in Nepal. This is because many people which have roots in North India have migrated to Nepal over a period of 100 years. Apart from this, Hindi is spoken by a large number in India, other than India also. This will include places like United States of America, the United Kingdoms, the UAE, United Arabs Emirate, and the Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, South Africa, etc. So outside and all these places, all these places, United Nations and all, they speak Hindi in their house, and sometimes even when they have communities in those places. Outside India, Hindi speakers are 8 million in Nepal, 863,077 in USA, 450,170 in Mauritius, 380,000 in Fiji, 250,292 approximately in South Africa, 150,000 in Suriname, 100,000 in Uganda, 45,800 in the UK, 20,000 each in New Zealand and Germany, 26,000 in Trinidad and Tobago, and 3,000 in Nepal.
Hindi literature scholars. Mahadevi Verma was an Indian poet and also a novelist. She is considered as one of the four major pillars of the Chayavadi era in Hindi literature. She has been also known as modern Meera. The poet Nirala has once called her as Saraswati in the vast temple of Hindi literature. Mahadevi had witnessed India both before and after independence. She was one of those poets who worked for the wider society of India. Not only her poetry but also social upliftment work and the welfare development among the women were also illustrated deeply in her writings.
Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu was an Indian political activist and poet. She was a very big part of the freedom movement also in India. She was an enthusiast of civil rights, women's emancipation, and anti-imperialistic ideas also. She was a very important figure in India's struggle of independence from the British. uh, Naidu's work as a poetess earned her the name given to her, the Nightingale of India. This was given by Mahatma Gandhi because of the color and imagery and the lyrical quality of her poetry.
Goswami Tulsidas was a Ramanandi Vaishnava saint and a poet, renowned for his devotion to the deity Rama. Many of his popular works are written in Sanskrit and Awadhi, but he is best known as the author of epic Ramacharitmanas, a retelling of uh, a retelling of Sanskrit Ramayana based on Rama's life in the Awadh dialect.
Dhanpat Rai Srivastav, better known by his pen name Munshi Premchand, was an Indian writer. He was very famous for his modern Hindustani literature. He was one of the most celebrated writers in India at the time, and is also regarded as one of the most foremost Indian writers of the early 20th century. He has written many of his works. A few of his works are Godan, Karma Bhumi, Gaban, Mansarovar, and Idga. He also published a five. His first publication was a five short story collection into 1907. This book was called as Soz A Watan. He is also considered to be the Shakespeare of India.
After independence of India, role of Hindi. After independence, the government of India issued few laws. Standardization of grammar. In 1954, the government of India set up a committee to prepare a grammar of Hindi. The committee was released in 1958 as a basic grammar of modern Hindi. Standardization of the orthography, which means the spelling system, using the Devanagari script, was done by the Central Hindi dictators of the Ministry of Education and Culture to bring about uniformity in writing, to improve the shape of some Devanagari characters and direct introduce themselves to express sounds from
Diacritics.
the diacritics to express sound from their languages.
On the 14th of September in the year 1949, the Constituent Assembly of India finally took in consideration of writing Hindi in the Devanagari script, and they took it as their official language of the Republic of India by replacing the Urdu usage in British India. Because of this, to this end, several supporters they rallied and lobbied pan India in the favor of Hindi. Most notably, Byuha Rajendra Simha, along with some other people, Hazari Prasad Dwivedi, Kaka Kalelkar, Maithili Sharan Gupt, and even Seth Govind Das. Many of these people even debated in the parliament on this issue.
Hindi Day or Hindi Divas. Hindi Divas is celebrated every year on 14th September, marking the declaration of Hindi as the official language of Union Government of India. On 14th September 1949, Hindi was adopted as official language in India. Let us see what happened after they filed the issue in the parliament. History of Hindi Divas. Hindi Divas is celebrated on 14th of September to support the adoption of Hindi in Devanagari script as one of the official language in different Hindi speaking states of India. Hindi was adopted as one of two official languages of Republic of India by Constituent Assembly of India because of Byuha Rajendra Simha, along with many others such as Hazari Prasad Dwivedi, Kaka Kalelkar, Maithili Sharan Gupt, and Seth Govind Das.
On the 50th birthday of Byuha Rajendra Simha, that was on the 14th of September, the efforts were finally the Constitution of India had adopted Hindi as their official language. This decision was given formal consent by the Constitution of India, and this happened on the 26th of January 1950. Under the Article 343 of the Indian Constitution, Hindi is written in the Devanagari script and was adopted as one of the official languages along with English. There are a total of 22 languages in Hindi today.
English. English, a blend of Hindi and English is most macronic hybrid use of English and South Asian languages from across the Indian subcontinent. While the name is based on Hindi language, it does not refer exclusively to Hindi. In involving code switching between the languages where they are free interchange with a sentence. So, so Hindi was exclusively used because in India because with English words blending with Punjabi, Gujarati, Marathi, and Hindi, and also in British Asian families to enliven standard English. Sometimes, though rarely, English is used to refer to Hindi written in English scripts and mixing with English words on phrases.
The users of English. English is most commonly heard in urban and semi-urban centers of the Hindi-speaking states of India, which is more seen in the northern part of India, and they are also spoken even in the Indian diaspora. Research into the linguistic dynamics of India shows that even when English speakers are at a rise, but soon people will be more fluent in English than they will be in pure English. David Crystal, a British linguist at the University of Wales, he projected that in 2004, 350 million, that is the world's English speakers, may soon outnumber the native English speakers itself. Here we will talk about how Hindi has affected the internet. The Hindi literature, music, film, all of these have been disseminated through the internet. In 2015, Google had reported that there is a 94% increase in the Hindi content consumption year on year by people. Adding that 21% of the users, Google users in India, they prefer content, they prefer their results to be in Hindi rather than English. And many Hindi newspapers also, they offer digital editions.
So, why should one learn Hindi? First one, you'll be able to have a conversation with half a billion new friends, which means one of main reason that most people want to learn a language is to be able to communicate with more people around the world. Over half a billion people around the globe speak Hindi, making it the second most commonly spoken language on earth. It's also the official language of India. Second, you'll be in a good company, which means up to 200 million people speak Hindi as their second language. If you become fluent, you'll be joining a rather large club. And since so many people are learning, you won't struggle to find someone to practice with online.
The next thing will be that you'll be working in India. Moving to India for work purposes is quite common nowadays. It's a big country with a variety of industries, going from tourism to technology. Whether you'll be doing graphic design for a resort in Mumbai or you'll be managing a technology firm in Delhi, being fluent in Hindi will be beneficial for you. And then the last point is that you will be able to enjoy Bollywood films. When most people think of the heart of the film industries, they picture Hollywood and California. But however, Hindi, the India's thriving film industries is becoming a very big competitor for all the Hollywood um, cases industry. People have bought over 2.6 billion tickets to watch Bollywood films in the year 2012, which is Bollywood films are known for their flashy musical numbers and over-the-top drama. Conclusion.
Conclusion, Hindi has been a big part of Indian culture.
It is a way to unite people, keeping aside their castes and religions.
Many people talk Hindi as their first language, some of them as their second language.
It gives one insight about the different cultures of India.
The importance of Hindi is beneficial regardless if you learn it for fun or for your career or even just for your personal travel.
If one knows Hindi, they have opportunity to come to India, explore the beauty of this wonderful world. Thank you.